Société Tunisienne de l'Air, or Tunisair, is the flag carrier airline of Tunisia. Formed in 1948, it operates scheduled international services to European, African and Middle Eastern destinations. Its main base is Tunis-Carthage International Airport. The airline's head office is in Tunis, near Tunis Airport. Tunisair is a member of the Arab Air Carriers Organization. History: the carrier was formed by the government of Tunisia as Société Tunisienne de l'Air in late 1948. The initial investment was 60 million French francs, with shareholding split between the government, Air France and other interests. Air France transferred some of its DC-3s en route to the new airline for it to start operations. These commenced on 1 April 1949. The first managing director of the company was René Lefebvre. The route network was expanded along the coast during the early 1950s. In 1951, Casablanca, Goudamès and Tripoli were incorporated as destinations. In May that year, a Tunis-Tripoli Sabah service was launched. It was routed via Sfax and Djerba in September. The Goudamès route was terminated in 1952, and the Casablanca run was taken over by Air France the same year. In 1953, the service to Marseille was extended to Paris. In 1954, a Douglas DC-4 was leased from Air France and used on the route to Paris. At March 1955, the fleet comprised 3 Douglas DC-3s, 1 Douglas DC-4 and the SNCASE Languedoc. During 1955, the carrier transported 92,344 passengers. At year-end, the number of employees was 140. The airline had a revenue of £620,000 for 1955, and costs totaled to £550,000. In 1957, the Tunisian government became the largest shareholder and the stake held by Air France was reduced to 15%. The carrier took delivery of its first jet-powered aircraft, Havsud Caravelle 3, on 31 August 1961. A new service to Frankfurt was inaugurated in October, but it was terminated in March the following year due to poor economical performance. A second Caravelle was ordered in 1963 and entered service in March 1964. In cooperation with Lufthansa, flights to Frankfurt were restarted in April 1966 using Caravelle equipment. The Nord 262 was first put into service in 1969. The introduction of this aircraft into the fleet, along with the airline already having 2 Caravelles in operation, allowed the carrier to phase out a DC-3 and 2 DC-4s. The number of employees had grown to 888 by March 1970. At this time, they had 4 Caravelles, 2 Cessna 402s, a DC-3 and a Nord 262, which were used on domestic services and international routes to Algeria, Belgium, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, Libya, Morocco and Switzerland. Tunisair took delivery of its first Boeing aircraft, a Boeing 727-200, on 12 March 1972. It was put on service on the Tunis-Paris run. On 1 April 1972, a Boeing 707 that was leased from Sabena inaugurated the Tunis-London link. The same day, new services to Luxembourg and Jeddah were launched. Late in the year, a second Boeing 727s was ordered for delivery in July 1973. In 1973, a third Boeing 727 was ordered for handover in December that year. A fourth and fifth 727 were ordered in 1974 and 1975. The gradual incorporation of the Boeing 727s permitted Tunisair to replace the Caravels and to retire the remaining DC-3s. For the first time in its history, in 1995 the carrier started trading its shares at the Tunis Stock Exchange when 20% of the stake was floated. Ahmed Smaoui took over as president and director general of the company in March 1997. In January 1999, Abdelmalek Larif became the new president. Also in 1999, flights to Amman and Beirut were. At April 2000 the airline had 7,259 employees. At this time the fleet comprised one Airbus A300B4-200, two Airbus A319-100s, 10 Airbus A320-200s, four Boeing 727-200 advanced, three Boeing 737-200 advanced, four Boeing 737-500s and three Boeing 737-600s that served the following destinations: Abu Dhabi, Algiers, Amman, Amsterdam, Athens, Barcelona, Beirut, Berlin, Bilbao, Bordeaux, Bratislava, Brussels, Budapest, Cairo, Casablanca, Copenhagen, Dakar, Damascus, Djerba, Düsseldorf, Frankfurt, Gafsa, Geneva, Graz, Hamburg, Istanbul, Jeddah, Lille, Linz, Lisbon, London, Luxembourg, Lyon, Madrid, Malta, Marseille, Milan, Monastir, Munich, Nice, Nouakchott, Palermo, Paris, Prague, Rome, Salzburg, Sfax, Stockholm, Strasbourg, Tabarka, Toulouse, Toza, Tunis, Vienna, Warsaw and Zurich. In 2007, Nabil Chetaoui was appointed as Chief Executive Officer. In June 2011, Hamadi Thamri replaced Chetaoui as President and CEO of the company. In July the same year, Moscow was first served by the carrier with flights to Domodedovo Airport. The airline's first transatlantic service, Tunis-Montreal, was launched in July 2016. Corporate affairs. Ownership. The company is 74% owned by the Tunisian government. Business trends. Annual reports for Tunisair do not appear to be regularly published. Figures can also appear to be inconsistent in industry and press reports. Figures for the airline seem to be as shown below. Key people. As of April 2015, the CEO position was held by Mrs. Sarah Rajeb, who was appointed by the Ministry of Transport. She replaced Mrs. Salua S. Ghair, who had been CEO since May 2012. Head office. Tunisair's head office is located on RuthAS near Tunis-Carthage Airport in Tunis. Destinations. Tunisair flies to destinations across Africa, Asia, Europe and North America. Its main base is Tunis-Carthage International Airport. Fleet. Recent developments. Tunisair became the first Airbus A319 customer in both the Arab world and Africa when it ordered 3 aircraft in October 1997, along with 4 Airbus A320s. Another order followed the same year when the carrier acquired 4 Boeing 737-600s that were initially slated for delivery starting in May 1999. The airline took options on 3 more aircraft, but the specific variants were not informed at the time. The aircraft included in both orders were aimed at replacing the aging Boeing 727s and 737s in the airline's fleet. The company took delivery of its first A319 in August 1998. Tunisair subsequently added 3 more Boeing 737-600s, taking delivery of the 7th one in April 2001. 2 second-hand General Electric CF6-powered Airbus A300-600 were purchased in 2000. A third aircraft of the type joined the fleet in 2001. An extended-range A319 was ordered in 2006. In July 2008, Tunisair ordered 3 Airbus A350XWBs, along with 3 Airbus A330-200s and 10 Airbus A320s. The order was partially amended in mid-2013, when the airline cancelled the order for the A350. The airline took delivery of its first Airbus A330-200 in June 2015. Current The Tunisair fleet consists of the following aircraft, as of March 2016. Bibliography. Guthrie, Bernard, Encyclopedia of African Airlines, Jefferson, North Carolina, McFarland and Amp Company, Inc. ISBN 0-78640495-7.